Hi, I'm Laura, welcome back to the channel and welcome to the start of another vlog. It's Friday the 24th of October and I am outlining Caleb and Hazel, the first book in my Hellmouth series that I spoke about in my last vlog if you want a more detailed explanation. But this is a sort of dark romance, gangland, forbidden romance I suppose you could call it. But my outline, I am basically going through chapter by chapter, and I mean obviously I don't know, I haven't pre-set out the chapters, but I'm writing out what happens from each character's perspective, everything that I want to happen, everything that's in my head that has to happen, and when it feels like a natural point to break and change perspectives, that's when a new chapter happens. So I've finished the first chapter outlining and I'm almost finished the second chapter outlining, and then hopefully get the third one done really soon. But during this vlog I'm going to take you along and we're going to outline this together. So my plans for outlining this way, and I do like outlining this way, I like to get as much down as quickly as possible. I suppose you could call it zero drafting, but I like to think of it as like really extensive outlining, but we'll go with zero drafting. It's just so that I can get as much out as quickly as possible, so that when I do the official draft, I'm not swirling around trying to decipher unfinished thoughts or unfinished paragraphs, or what did I want to happen here, or what was meant to go next. You know, if it's just like little bits, I want to go as detailed as possible, get as much as I can, so that when I draft, it just, you know, it comes together. And hopefully it will mean minimal editing. It should help with continuity error and story flow and character building, and making sure that there's, you know, just help with everything. Should just help with everything. I'm not sure how frequently I'll be able to update this because I am at home and I don't really want to talk too in depth about this at home. Also depends on like background noise and child interruptions. I might do some more like evening updates for this one. But I'm hoping by Monday morning when I go back to work and the kids go back to school, I will have this completely outlined and I can start drafting it as of Monday, and we'll see where we go from there. So let's go. Hey, so it's Saturday night. I haven't actually gotten a lot of outlining done. Unfortunately, I did manage to finish outlining chapter 2. I am currently like bullet pointing what I would like to happen. I have a story concept slash early outline that I've created like earlier in the year. I've shared this before. I did this massive session in ChatGPT and sort of inputted all of my story premises and built like story concepts for most of my ideas, and Hazel and Caleb is one of those. I would never really use ChatGPT for drafting, but for like building on ideas I think it's fine, because I don't have any like writerly friends to talk to about these things, and I do feel apprehension about talking about on like writing groups on Facebook, and a lot of I don't want to talk about drama too much, but there has been a lot of cases lately popping up where you know, there's been outright plagiarism, idea theft, and it kind of makes connecting with other writers or aspiring authors, it kind of makes me not want to. I will just stay in my little bubble and I will confer with ChatGPT when I get stuck, and we'll be fine with that. So yeah, I'm currently bullet pointing so that I can get from chapter 2 to the next sort of plot beat that I want to work on. and fill in the gaps, and yeah, so hopefully I will. It is currently 9:20, so I'm gonna go make a cup of tea. And sorry, I had a mammoth yawn there. I'm gonna go make a cup of tea and crack on with these bullet points, and hopefully we can make some good headway tonight, because tomorrow is the last day I've set aside for outlining this, and then I'm hoping to start drafting on Monday. And yeah, so I've also done a lot of editing today, so you'll probably seen the other videos before this, fingers crossed. If not, go back and watch them. They're very chatty, very chatty. But yeah, let's get cracking. Hey, so it's Sunday and it's just come up to 1:15. I did not get any more outlining done last night because I wanted to get all warm and cozy and made the mistake of getting warm and cozy in my bed. I fell asleep. Today is the last day that I have set aside to do this outlining, so I am about to lock in and get as much of it done as I possibly can, and because I really want to start the first draft tomorrow. That is the plan, that is the goal. I don't want to fall victim to self-sabotage, and because I'll only have myself to blame. And I'll be kicking myself again because another year has almost gone by and I've not published anything, even though I wanted to be publishing at the start of this year. So let's just go for it and see what we can come out with. Hey, so it is now Monday. I'm actually back in the office now. I didn't get a chance to finish the vlog out yesterday. I'm sure you probably guessed I didn't manage to outline the entirety of Caleb and Hazel's story yesterday. I didn't manage to finish. I did, however, get up to the end of chapter 4, which is about halfway through the first act. If anyone's familiar with, if you're familiar with writing terms, or you'll probably know what 3-act structure is, but if you're just, someone who likes the stories, stories tend to be like divided up into 3 acts, act 1, 2, 3, and each of those acts has like certain beats to get the story to flow, and I'm about halfway through act 1. So if I'm about halfway through act 1 with 4 chapters, that means we're looking at about 8 chapters an act, so about 32 chapters in total. So as long as I stay ahead of myself in terms of outlining, I should be able to outline and draft pretty succinctly, and that's what I'm looking for. So today, I'm, as I say, I'm back in the office. It's Monday, kids are back at school, I'm back at the day job, and yeah, I'm gonna try and get a bunch done while I'm here, which will be in another vlog. So thank you so much for watching. Hopefully this one was interesting, even though I didn't quite achieve what I set out to do. But yeah, I'll catch you guys next time. Bye bye.